Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial. A couple of days ago, we cut the mast off of the ship. This is step one in dry docking the ship. We had to remove all this extra height so that we can actually fit under the Walt Whitman Bridge to make it to Dry Dock 3. Something cool that we found under the mast that I wasn't expecting to find was a coin. This tradition goes all the way back to at least Roman times. We have dug up Roman shipwrecks sunk on the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea that have coins under their mast. It seems like depending on the culture, these coins may be for good luck, like they are on Viking ships, or they may be to pay the ferryman in case the ship goes down. Then when you're crossing the River Styx or the River Acheron, Charon, the ferryman, you've got a payment for him. Because obviously, unlike traditional ancient burials, you can't put the coins over the eyes. Everybody was lost at sea. So these coins were under the mast of the ship because the ship is going to go down with that part on it. And that tradition has carried on all the way up to the present day. Modern ships still get coins stepped under their masts, even though the masts are attached in a very different way. Ours is not stepped into a hole, it is welded on. I was really not expecting to find a coin. In our case, the coin that we found is a quarter dated 1999. So what does this tell us? Well, the last time the mast was cut off was around the year 2000 when she was towed under the Walt Whitman Bridge from the Philadelphia Navy Yard up here to Camden. So it seems like when they re-welded the mast on, once they got her up here, somebody had the presence of mind to throw a coin under there. Where this welds onto, there is a base, and it's got a little cross section on the inside, and the coin was right on top of the center of that. And interestingly, just sitting on there by gravity, despite all the moving of the ship over that time, it hasn't moved from that point at all. We do not have older coins in the museum's collection. This mast would have been stepped in 81 or 82 during her reactivation at Long Beach. So you might expect to see 80s era coins on there. If they were on there, they would have been removed when the mast was cut off and hopefully accessioned into the museum's collection. They were not, which means one of two things. Either, well, one of three things, I guess. Either there were no coins here, and I've got an idea of why that was. People took the coins as souvenirs, which I can't imagine would have happened. The museum was involved in this process, of course. Or this wasn't the point where they had the coins in the stepped mast. Remember, originally, New Jersey didn't have that big platform on top with this mast at the end of it. We had a mast coming off of the aft end of the superstructure, which is stepped above us, and there's actually a piece of superstructure that comes out here that the mast is welded into. When they installed the tripod in the 1980s, they didn't remove that. They just cut it off at the height they needed, put the platform on top of it, and welded the tripod legs from the funnel up to it. So I expect if we ever cut that part of the mast away, we would find some 1940 coins in there. There are several different traditions that have been used in the US Navy in the types of coins stepped under the mast. Oftentimes, the coins will be dated to the year that the ship is being built. Sometimes they have the value of the coins equal the year that the ship is built. Sometimes it's the date that's actually minted onto the coin. Alternatively, sometimes they try to have coins in there that equal up to a certain value. For example, the lucky number 7 is often used, or the coins will equal up to the year that the ship was built or the ship's hull number. And quite honestly, these traditions have been used in parallel depending on the shipyard and the ship. So I have no idea if New Jersey had coins, what they might be, if they equal up to 62 or if they equal up to the year 1940 or 1943. I'm just not sure. Maybe one day if we have to do work on the base of the mast, we will find out. If not, we've got a reasonable idea that there will be some payment in there if I ever have to go down with the ship. Modern ships also will include challenge coins in there, in addition to actual minted coins of a certain value. And sometimes, depending on ships, the coins might be particular. So for example, the aircraft carrier Kennedy uses a $50 because it has Kennedy's bust on it. For the new USS Kennedy, currently under construction in Newport News, plank holder captain of the Kennedy under construction placed one of their personal challenge coins under the mast. While we're going to keep this coin that was found under there in the museum's collection, we will put at least one new coin under there when we re-step the mast in a couple of months when we put it back up. Which tradition do you think we should follow? Should we try and find coins that date to 1940 or 1943? Should we find coins that date to the year that we're putting it back on, 2024? Should we add the value of the coins up to the ship's hull number, or the year that we're stepping the mast, or the year that the ship was built? Let us know in the comment section down below which one's cooler. Based on the number of responses we get, we might try to follow that method, assuming we can find appropriate coins. We'll probably also include a museum challenge coin under there too. The Battleship predated challenge coins being widely used, and so there is no period Battleship challenge coin. It's also worth pointing out that when we burned the mast off, it did not damage the coin underneath. In fact, the side that was sitting down on the mast seems to be much more weathered than the side that was facing up. Battleship New Jersey receives operating support from the New Jersey Department of State, also from a number of other businesses and private individuals like yourselves. We really appreciate your support. There's a link in the description below if you'd like to send some coins over to Battleship New Jersey. That'll support the ongoing restoration efforts towards the ship. You can also support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing so more people find about us in the museum. Thanks for watching.